All right, now we're going to talk about fake silver bars. I have two real ones, two fake ones. I believe that's fake because it came from the same source as the fakes. And this, I don't know, I found this, these little 1 gram bars in with a collection of stuff that the people bought a lot of that fake stuff on TV back then. All right, this is going to be another one. These things are going to be tough to detect. So, why is that? We'll take our magnet, okay? Don't stick, don't. Everything is non-magnetic, so that eliminates the first obvious test. Now, you're going to have to go to measurement and appearance is the next test, which is going to be difficult because these things are, they don't look that terrible. And like this Scottsdale mint, this is a high art bar, this one here. Okay, they have a polish on their products which is very similar to like this fake coin here. So when they make this, it almost looks like some of this fake silver. So you do have real silver out there that looks like some of the fake. But if you notice the difference when you put, now this bar I just grabbed out of a bin, it's been circulated, the edges are rough and knocked around. But again, and it's toned. Visibly you can see the difference. This here actually is more shinier than this. And also what I found that they're making, and one thing, is you got a Johnston Matthey and a Engelhardt. Now Engelhardt was the industry standard for many years. But I did a quick research and there's something extremely obvious about these Engelhardts, this Engelhardt and this bar. If you see this area right here, that's where the serial number goes, and on the Engelhardt, all of their stuff is serial numbered here. They don't have the serial number. I don't know if this goes on because like this one here, where it's made for a serial, it puts made in the USA, and Scottsdale's product, this here, does not have a serial number at all. And they do fake these bars, okay? I've seen them out there. So right there, it's a kind of a giveaway. An Engelhardt or a brand name like this that usually their product, all products are serial numbered, no serial number, stay away. Number two, one guy was talking about this and I've watched several other videos. This particular Airtight, okay? This particular Airtight is what they come in, and all my fake bars come in this. And the guy said it's kind of like a telltale sign. They come up with a bar in this or an eagle. He goes, that should give you a heads up. Get it out of the Airtight and check it. All right, so let's go on to size, and this is where it's going to get complicated because there is no standard size, and we'll look at the size of these bars. But one source tells me that lengthwise, the 50.8 millimeter, 28.58 millimeters across, and the thickness should be 3.175, okay? And I got another source that told me the width should be 25.4 millimeter, the length 50.8, and then again the thickness 3.7. That don't add up. So either I misread that or whatever. But we'll back the camera out and we'll look at what we got in terms of width. And I'll show you something with this Airtight also. Alright, first thing we're going to talk about the Airtight. Now the Airtights that these fake bars came in, they drop right in there, not a problem. Okay? But any of the real bars, like this one, they won't fit in there. There's no way in hell that they'll drop down in there. Okay? So let's start with the width. then. We'll go with the width on this beat up generic bar here. Now what we're looking for, supposedly, in the width, what we're looking for in the width is 28.58, and we got 29.57. So we're like 1 millimeter off, okay? Now, the generic bars, the fake bars, that's what I hate. It's 28.11. So, I hate working with magnets. That one's 28.11, which we're looking for 28.58, which is close. And this is 28.14. So these bars are measuring what the specs I found say, very close. They're slightly under. And this real one is a gram, or it's a millimeter over. Now, this Scottsdale Mint, I noticed this bar is reeded. I don't know if they're doing it as kind of an anti-counterfeiting, but we'll take a measurement on this. 29.38. Okay, so my real bars, I got another one, but it's sealed and I'm not going to take it out. I got a Mercury from Sunshine. We'll just do a quick comparison here. It's hard to say with the plastic, but it looks like this bar, and this is from another mint, looks narrower. I don't know, so I don't want to take it out. But that's this bar here. So width-wise, we got, these are closer to what the specs are. Now we're going to go with length. Okay, and it's supposed to be 50.8. That's 50.15. .17. So these are very close to what they should be. Generic bar. And I don't know how old this is or where this came from getting a fake reading. 50.31. Okay, a little on the short side. And the 50.19. Again, 19. Supposed to be 0.8, which that's noticeable difference. Alright, so there's no way to tell from size or whatever. Looking at them is one thing. Now, these here, I have no idea if they're real or not, like I said. So, there's really no set measurement. So I guess we'll go on, we'll set the scale up, and we'll check out the weights here on this. Okay, the next thing up here is the weight. So we got our two real ones here, and what we're going to do, we're going to weigh it 1 troy ounce and see that, and then we will go to grams. So this is our generic bar. That comes out almost to 1 troy ounce on the money. A little bit of a variation there, but yeah, okay. The Michael bar, 1 troy ounce. And also to test this theory, I have a couple rounds, which the only difference between these and the bars should be the shape. Okay, 1 troy ounce on the money. Sunshine Mining Company. A little heavy. So that one's, but I mean, 0.007 minute. Okay, let's see what our fakes end up doing here. We got the Johnston Matthey bar. way heavy, way heavy, 1.111. Okay, I think the typical variance that's in grams though is 0.15 plus or minus. In ounces, that's a lot. Okay, so we know from the weight that's too heavy. Now we got our Engelhardt, and our Engelhardt is the reverse. It's light. Okay, 0.985, so that's 0.15 off. Okay, so let's go to grams and see what we do there. Grams, okay, and we're looking for 31.103, and I think this is where the plus or minus 0.15 comes into play. 31.19, okay. So 31.21. All right, so grams is a bit finer, and you get the thing. These all weighed 1 troy ounce. This is just to give you an idea. 31.15. That's why I like the troy ounce better. And that one should be 31.33. That's a tad bit heavier. All right, so that's in grams if you're going with grams. Now, let's see what our fakes are. This one was the heavy one. So 34.74. Yes, grams is the way to go other than troy ounce. So that's our heavy one. The weight throws it off. And this one should be light, and it is 30.67. Okay, so with these here, it comes down to weight. All right, the weight gives away that these are fake. A Sigma machine would also tell them, but you know, visibly just handling it out at like a flea market or something, or thrown in with a whole stack of these, like say you had somebody show up with a bunch of these, it'd be hard to detect right off the bat. I mean, eventually if you weigh them, you'll find them. All right, so that's my thing on the fakes. And like I said, the bars, they're getting good with them. You can tell, okay, but you know, you'd have to take them out of the packaging, put them on a scale, and you could tell that they're wrong. And we used these 1 ounce examples of silver to show you the difference. All right, guys, if you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, and please stay tuned.